Welcome back to my channel, everyone. For the past, I want to say close to 10 years, if not longer, I've always had trouble falling asleep or waking up in the middle of the night, say go to the bathroom, come back, and not being able to go back to sleep. So my wife also, having trouble sleeping. So this interrupted sleep all the time, constantly, not being able to sleep throughout the night, that really wreaks havoc on your body, on your system. You become very irritable, grouchy, moody, depressed. Your emotions, everything gets all messed up because your brain's not producing the serotonin, and all those chemicals that control your hormones. Put it that way. So it is absolutely necessary that you always should get a good night's sleep. So we were not getting that. We were just, interrupted sleep all the time, not being able to go back to sleep once you get up in the middle of the night, and just tossing and turning. It just drove us crazy. It made me irritable and moody and depressed at times. It was really wreaking havoc. I couldn't take it anymore. I started doing a bunch of research online, figure out what is going on. And it led me to grounding. Now, grounding is nothing super new. It was basically, they figured it out in the I think it was the early 2000s, that when you ground your body to the earth, that you become negatively charged, and we need to be negatively charged all the time, and it regulates everything in the body, your hormones, your blood cells. If you're not negatively charged, your blood cells will start to clot together and stuff. They stick together, put it that way. And it wreaks havoc on your cardiovascular system and all that stuff, your nerves, everything's shot. And then I've seen some videos that once you get grounded, after your blood cells start to unstick, basically. They pull apart from each other. And your blood viscosity, all that stuff becomes better. And your blood flows better. When I first found out about this, I was very skeptical, very skeptical. I thought this was some kind of new, weird hippie stuff, new age stuff that they're, finding out. But no, this is all very true. And I am living proof that it works. Grounding. Now, there is a way to get grounded all the time when you're sleeping. Let me show you what we did inside our bedroom to help us sleep all night through. What we did is bought some grounding sheets. These are fitted sheets. You can get the regular sheet that goes on top of you. You can get the grounding pillow covers also. We do got those, and we don't have the sheet on top. This is plenty right here, just the sheet. Even the pillow sheets or the pillow covers aren't really necessary, the grounding ones. But the important one is the sheet here. Your skin has to touch the sheet to be grounded. Let me show you how these sheets work here. Now, these sheets have a silver thread going through it. And if you can see here, it looks like a grid. Those are interwoven silver threads. Now, those silver threads, they're all touching each other. And at the corner of the bed here, we have a plug. And all you do is get the little cord and you snap it on, just like a little snap. The other end of this cord right here, you would plug it into a grounded outlet, of course. And that is it. Now, this is now grounded to your house ground. And every time you touch it, your body charge will go down to basically nothing. I can't tell you how just wonderful I feel ever since we've been doing this. The first night alone, I remember I fell asleep And I slept the entire, I got up to go to the bathroom once during the night, and I came back and I just, boom, just crashed right at, you know, I was out, it's like a light again. And it was just amazing. I woke up in the morning, I was like, wow, I can't believe it. I slept the whole night through. Even though I got up once, I fell right back asleep. And it's been happening the entire time. And like I said, we've been doing this for, I think, about 2 weeks now. And amazing, amazing results. I recommend this for everybody. Everybody should be grounding, you know. You have to remember that we, as people, used to ground naturally all the time. From what I understand and what I've read, pre-1960s, you know, all the soles of our shoes and stuff were basically leather. And then in the 60s, basically, all the synthetic materials start coming in, rubber, sneakers, and shoes and stuff like that. So we're insulated from the ground. And our ancestors were always, you know, walking around in sandals and stuff, natural materials on their feet, walking in the dirt, gardening, always grounding themselves. And if you've noticed, if you do some research, since the 70s basically on up, chronic inflammation has gotten worse, cardiovascular disease has gotten worse, all health, anything that has to do with your health has gotten worse. And it could boil down to, of course, diet is one of them, but also this grounding. So I'm going to put a link in the description under the video to some, this link here is to the National Library of Medicine. It shows you all the things they've done, research, the peer-reviewed studies they've done, the benefits of grounding. And also, I'm going to put a link to a video. It's a video from a website called ultimately.longevity.com. But the video is on YouTube. I'll put the link, the YouTube link, in the description under the video. Tells you all about the grounding, you know, how the history of it basically, and how it works. I don't know the whole science about it, but also I know it works, and it works fantastic. The health benefits, these are some of the things you're going to experience, and I've experienced many of these. Reduces inflammation, that's the most important one. Improves blood pressure, blood viscosity, and blood flow. Improves cardiac health, wound healing also. Enhances energy levels, reduces chronic pain, improves body reflexes, reduces knee and hip pain, so joints in general. Improves senses, all your senses, improves those. Improves immunity, strengthens the nervous system, obviously. Improves eyesight, stabilizes circadian rhythms, changes in electrical activity in your brain, improves menstrual and hormonal issues, and helps prevent varicose veins. It makes you feel calm and more relaxed, and improves sleep. It's just amazing. So we are reaping the rewards of this right now. We feel so much better, and like I said, I'm just not irritable and moody and grouchy and just depressed all the time. Oh man. Good night's sleep, it just improves all your hormone levels, your brain, serotonin, all that stuff. You feel a lot better. This cord right here that you plug into your ground on your outlet, that cord has a resistor in it. If you were to check the continuity of that cord, it won't show any continuity. In fact, when I first bought this, I did that, and I was like, wait a minute, this must be a bad cord. So I called the company up, and they said, no, there's a resistor in there, and that what the resistor is for, basically. Now, back in the old days when they figured this out, people were putting that metal tape on their beds and stuff, and then connecting an actual wire, bringing it out outside and putting it to a little grounding rod, putting it into the ground. And that works great. It does work. The problem is if there's ever a lightning storm and it hits the ground close enough to this area, you're sleeping, it's going to shoot up and electrocute you. You don't want that. So these cords that plug into these sheets have a resistor in there, and even the cord itself is very thin. If there was a lightning strike around here, it would never electrocute you. This thing, the resistor on the other end there where it plugs into the wall, would just fry and it wouldn't even come close to you. So that's a good safety feature. But what I did, I went one step further. Instead of plugging into the ground on your outlet, which will work, what I did is I got a separate wire. Well, let me show you here what I did. All right, so basically what I did is ran a wire, as you can see here, out the window. And I made my own electrical box. The only thing that's on this electrical box is the ground wire. There's no electricity running to this, none whatsoever. Just the ground wire is connected where you normally put the ground on the outlet. And of course, this is the cord that goes from the bed sheet. You just put it in the ground and it grounds right to the ground. The reason why I did that is because the ground wire that's in your wall outlet runs alongside your hot wire, the power wire, through the electrical system in the house. That hot wire has an electromagnetic field around there that interferes with the ground. So that's why I did a separate ground going directly outside the window and into a small grounding rod into the ground where it can ground directly into the ground rather than running with the electrical system in the house. The electrical system, the ground wire in the wall outlet will work. It works just fine. But I found out that because of that electromagnetic field, doing it this way directly into the ground, bypassing the house electrical system, works even better. So if you want to check for continuity, you're going to have to get a device like this. This cord here, the other end, you plug it into your wall outlet in the ground. The other end, of course, you plug right into this device, turn it on, and the light should come on your bed sheet, because what's happening is it's grounded to the ground on your outlet, which is grounded to the outside of your house. The bed sheet is grounded to the ground that I put outside into the ground, separately from the house electrical, and you still makes a nice continuity connection. Now, with the multimeter here, this is the wire you would use for the bed sheet. I bought extra ones. When you check for continuity of this wire, okay, when you touch these two, hear that beeping? That means that we're making continuity connection. Now, if I were to put this here and then check the wire, it doesn't show continuity. That's because these are not sensitive enough. There's that resistor in here that, like I told you before, in case there's a lightning strike, the lightning will go up to this point and stop right here, and it won't electrocute you while you're on your bed sheet. So that resistor is only letting a certain amount of current go through, very, very low, and this multimeter does not pick it up. Okay? Don't worry about that. We know it works because I just showed you with that green light on that tester right here, that it works, and you're grounded. Okay, now that we know that the sheets have continuity, I want to test for voltage. So the first thing we're going to do, voltage in your body that is, we're going to put this on volts, and then we're going to put this on AC. We want to get this as close to 0 as possible. If your multimeter has a zeroing button, you can push it and make sure it goes to 0. Okay, now we're going to stick the negative end right where the silver threads are and kind of push down on that. Okay. Now the other end here, I'm going to hang on to it with my hand here, and you can see I have, it's pretty low, it's 0.004 volts. I just got up not too long ago, so it's very early in the morning, and my body voltage is very low right now. But I want to show you what happens when I ground my hand, my other hand, on the sheet. See, we go down to 0. I lift up again. I got 0.004 volts, and when I touch the sheet, it goes back down to 0. So what's happening is I'm grounding myself, and it's removing all that positive charge in my body. One more time, and 0. All right, so now we're going to check my wife's voltage on her body. So I'm going to touch the silver terminals like that. Now with her left hand, she's going to touch the other terminal, and she's got a little more voltage, 0.005. Now with her right hand, she's going to touch the bed sheet over here a little more in frame, honey. There we go. And she's going to go right down to 0.002. I'll let go. There we go. Oh, you know what? I think it was my fault here. I wasn't grounding here properly. Okay, she's got 0.007 volts. Now she's going to touch the bed sheet. Okay, see, it goes right down to almost 0, basically. Now she's going to remove her hand again. We'll go back up to 0.0067. Now touch the sheet again, and it drops. That's how you remove all the voltage from your body and ground it. So yeah, guys, this has been so beneficial to us. Sleeping like a baby now. I'm in a much better mood. I feel calm. Even my heart, before it was pounding and pounding and pounding all the time. I used to have a lot of PVCs, where it's a preventricular contractions, where you get those skipped heartbeats and stuff. I used to get those all the time. Now I hardly ever get them anymore. So this really helps your electrical circuit, because when you think about it, we are electric. All the muscle contractions that we do, it's all electric. Our brain, our nervous system, everything is run by electricity. And when that gets out of whack, we don't function very well. Okay guys, so again, there'll be links in the description under the video for the sheets, pillowcases, and you get whatever you want, but I urge you to try this out. Especially if you're having trouble sleeping, or you got health issues and stuff like that. This has just worked miracles for me and my wife, and I can't thank God enough, because I got to the point where I was praying for an answer, and then God showed me this grounding technique, and it works. It really, really works. Okay guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe to this channel, and I will see you in my next video.